All right. Welcome back, guys. We are on MISA now for our BAND-MAID documentary, which means we only have this and Miku left. Damn. That's great. I will be doing both parts of Miku in one video. Thanks to Bob. So, thanks Bob for that. I'm just kidding. I was planning on doing it in one video anyway. It just makes it easier, especially since right now we're just doing the uncut reaction, so it's not a lot of editing or anything like that. But when I get to actually have to edit them down, that's gonna suck, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know much about MISA outside of she's an incredible bass player and a beer connoisseur. Quite the drinker, from what I heard and from what I've seen. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. MISA. Ikimashou. Let's go.
Welcome to Okayama Prefecture, located west of Hyogo Prefecture. Okayama is known for its beautiful landscapes, is associated with the legend of Momotaro, and is a major producer of white peaches and grapes. On October 15th, MISA was born in this prefecture, also known as the Land of Sunshine, thanks to its mild climate with very little rainfall. According to her mother, MISA was easy to raise, as she was good at keeping herself occupied. Although she was an energetic child, she always avoided dangerous.
This is where I need to move. Holy crap. Minimal rainfall, great weather. Oh yeah.
Situations and behaved in a mature way. She loved music and the arts in general, but hated studying. When she entered junior high school, MISA changed significantly. Due to her parents' circumstances, she had to move to Tokyo, a change that quietly transformed her, turning the once spirited child from Okayama into a much more reserved version of herself. MISA struggled to adjust to life in the big city and found it difficult to connect with other kids her age. Afraid of being mocked for her accent, MISA withdrew into herself, becoming increasingly quiet. Like Konami and Akane, music...
That's messed up though. I mean, we don't get that much here in the US, even though we have so many accents. And as you know, my family's from the South, so a lot of them have Southern accents. And when they come up here, it used to be mocked and criticized for the way they pronounce things, but not anymore. I'm glad that's kind of evolved a bit, but that's unfortunate that, you know, that happens in Japan as well.
Has been a part of MISA's life since childhood. She began playing the piano around the age of 4.
They all played piano.
In elementary school, she joined the marching band and played the alto horn until graduation. She wanted to join a symphonic band in junior high school, but since there wasn't one available, she chose the Japanese tea ceremony club instead, drawn by her love for sweets and matcha. Unfortunately, MISA left the club in her second year, realizing it didn't quite suit her. In her third year, she finally found a symphonic band and spent a year playing the trumpet.
I was gonna say these seem like very strict professions because I know T servers are very punctual and traditional, and they're very rigid in their everything. And it's the same with, playing in a band, in a symphonic band or an orchestra. They're very rigid and very singular focused and don't usually stray one way or the other. So it's just based off what I've seen so far. It doesn't seem like those would be very good fits for more of a free spirited person.
Even though she had learned to play many instruments, she continued studying piano for a few more years.
Well, she plays drums
Since
too?
her junior high school
Damn.
years, MISA has had a goal of forming a band and performing with other musicians. Her mother suggested she try the guitar after one of her friends taught MISA how to play acoustic guitar.
Nice.
MISA's musical taste was greatly influenced by her mother, who listened to artists like Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles,
Damn.
The Who, and the Rolling Stones, to name a few. Once she entered senior high school, MISA bought a Fender Squier Telecaster and joined the music club as a guitarist and vocalist. It was a band formed by friends making covers of existing songs. But with too little time to rehearse and no original material, the cover band quickly fell apart, and MISA found herself back at square one, searching for a way to continue. By chance, a senior student, 2 years older, asked MISA if she would join his band as a bassist. At the time, MISA was focused on learning guitar and had even thought about trying drums someday, but playing bass had never crossed her mind. Which is exactly why she agreed to join the band called Prototype, a 4-member band with a sound reminiscent of Western rock acts like the Smashing Pumpkins, making it a perfect fit for MISA's musical taste.
Nice.
She now had to learn bass, so she started by borrowing one, giving it a try, and eventually
That's the craziest thing I am learning about all of them is they, even though they are one of the best technical bands on the planet, if not the best. I know Love Bites is pretty great at technicality as well, but they didn't start till late. The only one that started really early was Konami, just because she's been a genius her whole life, so it was kind of like stuff to grow and occupy your mind and teach yourself, and she knew what she wanted to do, whereas with Misa and Akane and Psyche to a bit, they really didn't start, figuring it out until late, and that kind of shocks me just because of where they're at talent wise. I get it, they've been doing it for, was it been like 12 years, 14 years or something? So damn, it's just wild, because I always, whenever I start something new now in my 40s, it's like I'm never going to get any good at it. And luckily I've been kind of moving away from that way of thinking, thanks to, just watching these documentaries on, these artists that are incredible. Makes me think that it's never too late to learn something new.
buying a Squier P bass. At the end of her high school years, MISA had to choose where to continue her studies.
高校卒業後、どこの学校に行こうかなって、大学か専門学校で迷っていたら、お母さんが友達を作るためになんか大学行かなくてもいいって。その時、専門学校に行く良さをお母さんが説明してくれて、大学に行かずに専門学校を選んで、しかもベースコースは選ばないで、最初は PA のコースを選んだんですよ。でも途中から、やっぱりステージでベースを弾きたい。プロとしてできるようになりたいと思って、ベースコースに転校して、そこから意識が変わっていきました。それまでベースはほぼ独学でやっていたんで、まずはみんなに追いつくのに必死。専門学校1年目に経験している人たちは、やっぱり上手になっているから、それに追いつくのがとにかく大変で、みんなと同じレベルで弾けるようになってきたあたりから、プロになることをすごく意識し始めて、このままもっと上手くなって、お仕事にできたらとは思っていました。でもやっぱり、自分の中で止めてたんですよね。プロのミュージシャンにはなれない可能性の方が高いと思い込んでて。だから PA とか、ライブハウスとか音楽に関わる仕事を続けていきたいなと思って、PA コースを選んでたんですけど。
In 2010, she enrolled in the Tokyo School of Music, where she first studied music production before switching to the bass course. Even though she was a year behind Akane, it's likely that MISA met her while wandering between classes, but their friendship would take shape later on. In 2011, while she was still at the Tokyo School of Music and playing with Prototype, MISA...
I'm pretty sure it was Tokyo School of Music. It's like Japan's Juilliard. I'm guessing. I heard it was like that. Like it's a very prestigious musical school. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, please, because I'm just equating it to like our Juilliard here.
MISA joined Hertist, a 6-member band formed with other students from the same school. They performed a few times before disbanding a year later, but some of their live recordings can still be found on YouTube. In 2012, MISA and Akane appeared in the promotional video for Yaruki Switch, a song by singer and actress Becky. During their first meetings for this video shoot is when they truly connected. The two quickly became friends since they went to the same school, just a year apart in their classes. At that time, Konami and Akane were already friends, working together on Konami's demo. Meanwhile, MISA continued to grow as a bassist by playing with Prototype. The band recorded at least 2 mini-albums, the second titled Sign of Rain, and performed regularly, mostly in Shimokitsuzawa and nearby areas. They sold their albums directly by hand at live shows and even recorded their own performances.
Damn.
But on May 30th, 2013, Prototype announced via X that they would disband in July of the same year. Just a day earlier, on May 29th, Platinum Passport had posted an audition notice for a new rock band called BAND-MAID. The post stated that applicants should be able to sing or play guitar, bass, drums, or keyboard, be between 15 and 24 years old, and perform in maid outfits.
誰かいないって言われて叩ける子いるよっていうのであーちゃんに、私がかなみから話を、もらってでベースもいないってなってたのでその時私専門学校音楽の専門学校行ってたんですけどで一緒の学校だったベースのミサを誘って
専門学校を卒業してしばらく経った頃に先輩とやっていたバンドが解散したんですけど解散が決まった時にちょうど茜から電話が来たんですよ。茜とは専門を卒業してからアーティストの現場を通して知り合って、プライベートでも 二人で遊んでたりしてたんです。で、茜から電話がかかってきたので、どうしたのと聞いたら、いや、その頃はまだ茜さんって呼んでた時期か。茜さんどうしたんですかと聞いたら、メイド服を着て、見た目とは真逆の音楽をやるロックバンドに誘われていて、私はやろうと思ってるんだけど、ミサもどうって。話の内容も整理したかったし、何よりその電話を受けたのが居酒屋で、がっつり酔っ払っている時だったので、ちょっと一晩考えさせてくださいと答えて、一旦保留にさせてもらいました。
Akane later confessed that when she invited Misa to join her for the audition,
That's hilarious. I've had those calls. Or you're a little tipsy and someone's like, hey, I got a life-changing thing that might be of interest to you. And it's like, I don't think I should answer now. Should probably give me some time to sober up. That's funny.
she had no idea that Misa's band had announced their disbandment. But this bold move paid off.
Wow.
Because on
Didn't even
June
know.
5th, Misa revealed that she had been very nervous about going to an audition. In the following days, messages appeared on X congratulating Konami, confirming that together with Akane and Konami, Misa had joined BAND-MAID. On July 3rd, Prototype performed their final concert.
I didn't think he was going to include the whole thing. I was hoping it'd just be a snippet of the solos. That's fine. That's fine. I need to do influencer soon. Just for that reason. Because that's badass.
Concert at Shimo Kitazawa era, marking the end of Misa's first band. Without Prototype, Misa might never have become a bassist. She could have ended up working as a sound engineer instead of shining on stage.
Man, sorry, allergy. But if she would have been sound engineer, I mean, the world would have been lesser for it. Because she's way too talented for what am I trying to say, as a background job, you know, the unsung people that, you know, don't get credit for a lot of for how great bands sound when they perform at certain places. I mean, you can stand out if you have bands wanting to play your venue, but still, it wouldn't be the same. You don't get to travel the world. You'd be stuck in one place until another place wants to recruit you if you're that good. It just seems like I'm sure she'd be great at it and she'd excel at it. Just, as I said, we'd be lesser for it.
It's not very common for a rock band to give much attention to the bassist. But with BAND-MAID, MISA has been in the spotlight from the very beginning.
からのね人気はすごいですもんね、
一番ですね、
ミサってすごいコールが起きるぐらいミサちゃんの人気ですもんね、黒髪ロングで。そう。
MISA quickly became a fan favorite.
I noticed that the first BAND-MAID song I did, I had a lot of MISA in my comments, and I was like, okay, I'm thinking MISA's pretty popular. But yeah, I didn't realize it was just, you know, people outside of Japan that are, you know, obsessed with MISA. I'm sure there are people in Japan obsessed with her too, but you probably just notice it a lot more as you're seeing it a live thing right here. Wow.
Favorite. Her skill and stage presence stood out right away, whether she was performing live or recording in the studio. One thing BAND-MAID does especially well is shining a light on each musician.
True.
During their shows, the others often step back into the shadows, letting one member take the spotlight. It's a simple move, but it makes a big difference, drawing the audience's attention to the parts that truly define each song.
I've been saying that about them from the beginning, that I like how they divide the attention. It's not just one person. They all are creating their own sound, and they deserve to be spotlighted. And I wish, I've said it from the beginning, I wish more bands did that, just because a lot of times you'll have somebody super talented just kind of hanging out in the background and never being, you know, highlighted. And that's a shame. That's how it should be, I think.
MISA truly knows how to stand out and put on a show, whether she's performing during an intro,
I've never heard sounds like that come out of a bass. That was cool. That warbling that she had at the beginning, that was awesome. And then I thought, better drum. Him. I thought she was using, like one of those pedals to change the sound, but she's not. She's creating that herself. And as I said, I've never heard sounds like that come out of a bass. Like there was 3 different sounds in that one little intro that I had never heard before. It's crazy. That is so awesome. Her and Akane are awesome together.
Or going head-to-head with Konami on stage.
Oh my god, her eyes. Love it.
On December 1st, 2020,
There was a little riff that she did on there that if you guys have ever seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World during the bass battle, that riff is on there. The it's awesome. I was just picturing it in my head. That's amazing.
23, BAND-MAID announced that MISA would be getting her own signature bass from Black Smoker Guitars, set for release in spring 2024.
All of them.
As of the end of 2024, all the members, except Psyche, have their own signature instruments.
Damn.
Miku with Semitis, Konami with PRS, Akane with Vincent,
Nice.
and MISA with Black Smoker. Over the years, the members of BAND-MAID have become the closest of friends. Even though they are now inseparable, it wasn't always that way for MISA.
実は一度バンドメイドをやめようと思ったことがあるんです。1回目か2回目のワンマンの時かな。自分が本当に好きな音楽と、その当時バンドメイドでやっていた音楽との間にギャップを感じてしまったんですよ。プライベートでは好きな音楽しか聴かないから、こういう音楽をやりたいのにっていう欲求が高まっていた時期だったんだと思います。それにバンドを 2,3 個掛け持ちしながらバンドをやっていて、フィジカル的にもメンタル的にも疲れてしまったんですね。結果、本当に好きな音楽がやれるバンドを自分で組んだらもっといい状態になるのかなと思い始めてしまって、すごく悩んで当時のマネージャーに相談したら、とりあえず今度のワンマンでステージからの景色を見てから決めないと提案されたんです。で、実際にステージに立ってみたらすごい景色で、ご主人様やお嬢様の表情とか 曲に対する反応にすごく感動したし、お給仕もすごく楽しめたんです。そして何より、そんな景色を見たことで、このバンドはもっと上に行けるって思えた。だから続けようと思ったんです。
After a period of uncertainty, MISA chose to continue the BAND-MAID journey alongside her bandmates. As the years went by, she grew increasingly comfortable, both within the group and on stage, even influencing the evolution of her own stage outfits. Her creative voice also became stronger, with Konami involving her more deeply in the songwriting process since the release of World Domination in 2018.
Nice.
During the production of Unseen World, MISA took charge of programming the drums and bass, and even wrote the bass solo for No God. MISA has proved many times that she is a fast worker and is really talented when it comes to writing bass lines.
正直しんどい。
ミサちゃん
軽くミサちゃんがベース一人でルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルル
一人のソロってそうしようそうしようお願いしますあーちゃんの結構きついみたい
もうドラマ始まりがね、続きすぎてちょっと。
の前に
It's so weird to me seeing Miku in regular clothes. It just kind of messes with my brain. I'm like, who is that with the purple hair? Never mind, that's Miku. Doesn't look like Misa's changed her hairstyle much, because I was noticing the different looks that they all have done over the years, and hers is pretty much the same. I can't say nothing. I didn't change my hairstyle for like 20 years, and I'm still changing it every other week. But that's cool. I like seeing them, you know, out of their element, not on stage or performing.
軽く一人でベース弾いてもらって。
ミサちゃん一人目立ちがないのよ。
小鳩も
いるよ。
そうあるし
なんていう
今までだと多分1回やったかなぐらいなんですけど、今回はみんな一人一人目立つポイントがあって、私もフリーソロで今回やらせてもらいます。頑張ります。
With those glasses on, she just looked like a rock star. Like how they always show up with the tinted glasses and everything. It's cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it, but does she do this? Does she do something different every show when she's doing a solo before Dice? Is it a different solo every time? Because she just said it's improvised. So I'm imagining that she does something different every time.
Even though
Wow.
Konami is the one writing and arranging the songs, MISA also likes to send her recordings to someone else.
ミサさんが新曲のプリプロでベースラインを作って
I know. Sorry, my computer. And stop lagging. Program's freeze. All right. Had to close some programs. And then haywire.
else.
ミサさんが新曲のプリプロでベースラインを作って入れると、まず佐伯さんにデータを送るんだっていう話があって、
すぐ送る。どうかなって。
なんでですか？
もともと褒められることがすごく好きなので、とにかく褒められたいというか、最近に褒められたくて送ってます。
佐伯さんは褒めてくれるんですか？
すごく褒めてくれます。
5人の中で一番褒めてくれるんですか？
そうかも。どうだろう。なんか褒め方が違う。かなみはいつもかっこいいですみたいな感じで褒めてくれるんですけど、最近はもういろんな褒め方してくれる。
いや、普通だったらかなみさんのところに一番先に送りそうなものじゃないですか。
That reminds me of oh, was it Konami that has the Instagram page for cooking, and only Misa's the only one that's allowed to watch them? It was either Konami or Akane. But that just reminds me of that. That's funny though. Yeah, I could see that, since Konami's like why did I say Konami? Konami's like she probably has so much going on at one different time that she probably hears a bass line and thinks that's awesome, that works. Whereas Psyche, who's more, not always in her own head about what she's doing musically, she can, dole out that praise. I get it though. Everybody's got someone they go to, like when you're a kid and you make something that you think's just so awesome. And me, it was my grandma. I'd always go to my grandma because she'd just shower me with praise. I get it. We all had someone like that.
かなみにはもちろん同時に送るんです。かなみにベースできたよってベースのデータだけ送って、最近には全体のデモで、しかもベースがちょっと聞こえやすいようにミックスして送るっていう。
つまり再起用にって、
再起用に。
それってシンガーにとって歌いやすいラインかどうかが気になるってことなんですよね。
そう、確認もあるんです。もちろんここもうちょっと遊んでほしいって言われたりしたら直したり、一応その確認もあって送るんですけど、もうそれも言わない時期もあって、ただただ最近に褒められるために送ってる時もあって、それがすごい元気になる源みたいな。お酒美味しいなってなる。
That's funny. I think Dice was one of the first songs that I did with them, and it's still my favorite bass line. I love all of them, but that one really stands out every time I hear it.
Since the formation of BAND-MAID, MISA has always performed barefoot, except in some music videos or outdoor concerts, or when it's a particularly hot day. In a 2014 post, She explained that she doesn't like wearing heels because they hurt her feet, so she decided to go barefoot instead. It also allows her to feel the music more deeply when she's on stage. MISA's stage outfit has evolved a lot over the years. Although she wore the same maid outfit as the other members in the music video for Thrill, we can see her in a completely different outfit in Don't Let Me Down, released a year later. MISA never hid her discomfort with the maid costume, so the staff did their best to help her feel more comfortable on stage. In 2025, the members unveiled new outfits, and MISA's new look was a perfect fit. Over time, MISA has become quite shy when she's not with her friends, but she found a way to overcome her shyness through alcohol. She once confessed in an interview that she drinks before OQGs to calm her nerves and avoid getting too anxious on stage. However, when she drinks too much, she becomes completely unable to play, something that had already caused problems with her previous band. With BAND-MAID, MISA often drinks during MCs, taking sips from the bottle she keeps on top of her amp throughout every show. She even shared her whiskey with a fan during their 2019 concert at the Mercury Lounge in New York City. MISA can also be seen drinking in the...
All right, I know that fan is out there somewhere. The one that shared a drink with MISA. Or she shared her drink with him. So I know they're out there. Let me know if that was you.
The music video for Don't You Tell Me.
And
But she's not the
Akane
only member
eating.
who enjoys drinking, though each of them has a very different reaction to alcohol.
みんちょちゃんはね、お酒そんな強くないから、どっちかっていうとすぐ寝ちゃうぽね。眠くなっちゃうぽね。
眠くなっちゃうからみんなが一番ピークで楽しい時を知らないことを。
あーちゃんはあんまりね、お酒飲まないぽね。
そう、私もお酒飲んじゃうともうすぐ潰れるから、楽しめないの。速攻寝るから。
さいちゃんはね、ビールをずっと飲むタイプだぽね。
ね、
ビール
焼酎、ビール、麦、レモンサワーとか、
ああ、そっか、レモンサワー、
麦焼酎だね。
この間面白かったぽ。酔っ払い2人から急に電話がかかってきて。
あれでしょ、私のストーリーズに
そう
酔っ払った写真とか上
がってたやつに夜10時半ぐらいに急にさいちゃんから「小バト助けて!」って言われた。ここどこかわかんないってずっと言われて。
ミサちゃんは夜の9時ぐらいから記憶がなくて、さいちゃんが10時ぐらいから記憶がなくて、
じゃあ
だからその電話した10時半ぐらいはもう知らない。
知らない。
一番面白かったのが携帯に私に「ここはどこですか?」っていうの分かりませんぽって言って、ちょっとご自分の携帯の GPS で見ていただけますかぽって言ったら「え、何 GPS ってあるの?」って
電子電みたいになってる。だって多分その時携帯の使い方さえも分かんなくて、
やばいね。
小バトだけの時、小バトが一番飲まなきゃいけない時は酔っ払うぽ絶対に。
小バトはマジでゾンビみたい。
ゾンビみたいな。
リンクやばいよね。
トイレから出ないし。
違うの、もうそれはね限度を超えてた。半分寝てるから。
すごいね。
寝ながら
でもすげえ歩くの。
そう。寝ちゃいけないっていう自制心がもう半分脳は寝てるから寝ながら歩いてるからもうゾンビみたいになるんだっぽね。
小バトはどれだけ飲んだらゾンビになるの？
どのくらいだっぽね。
小バトはね、
どうでしょ
う？日本酒だったら何合飲んでた
か。でも一番ね、そうね、酔っ払ってた時は8合ぐらいは飲んでたかもしれないぽね。
Akane
Leader
is not the only member goofing around.
What? A liter? I've never had sake. I wish I had. I hear it's amazing. But I've always had sensitivity to alcohol, and it's more like an allergy. I have a slight allergy to alcohol. And so whenever I drink like a strong liquor or something, I have to take Benadryl, or else my whole face will break out and my body temperature will shoot through the roof. But I used to be able to drink like that, where you could black out and not remember anything. But now it's like that now that I'm older and already went through, different stages of alcoholism, my brain just stops me, like, from going past the point that I need to where I'm going to be suffering for days. Oh well. But I wanted to say that I love their stories that they tell, because it's hilarious and random, and you just don't expect them to have these kind of moments where it's like, oh my god, I'm so drunk, and then you gotta call someone like, Doko desu ka? And like, how am I supposed to know where you are? I think I've done calls like that before, where I've got left places and called my ride. Like, I looked around everywhere. Where are you? I'd be like, I left an hour ago. Like, really? Okay, I'll call someone else. But their stories are so funny, and I love how Miku tells them. I think she's just a born storyteller, though. Plus, with how funny she is, it works. Okay.
Akane is not the only member goofing around and making everyone laugh. Misa could appear to be very serious and focused when she's on stage, but when she starts to feel comfortable, she is warm and never misses the opportunity to make you laugh. She likes to make funny faces. Or play with the camera. When the members get together,
or try to make Akane laugh,
to be a lot of fun. Even though she always knew she wanted to work in the music industry, Misa's path to the bass began with the most unexpected turn of events. She started out as a vocalist and guitarist for a short time, until a senior classmate invited her to play bass in his band. She didn't know it then, but that single decision would change everything. From that moment on, Misa never let go of her bass. She worked tirelessly to improve, even changing her course at school to move closer to her dream of becoming a professional musician. And thanks to Akane's bold invitation, Misa joined BAND-MAID and persevered through an early period of uncertainty, performing songs far from the music she was used to. Over time, her confidence grew. Misa became more involved in the band's creative process, writing her own bass lines and programming drums and bass tracks. On stage, she has a rare ability to capture both the eyes and the ears of the audience. Her performances are powerful, yet effortless, and when she takes a sip from her bottle on stage, it's her way of freeing herself to play with complete honesty. Misa is a mix of shyness and joy, someone who shines quietly and always looks out for her bandmates. BAND-MAID has come a long way. From a small gimmick band struggling to find an audience, to a world-renowned hard rock act performing in major venues and festivals around the globe. But this is only the beginning for BAND-MAID and for MISA, who still carries big dreams for the future of her band.
大きなステージに限らず、フェスやライブハウスにどんどん出て、自分の成長をしたいし、みんなでいっぱいいろんな思い出を作っていきたいなって、これからもこの5人で頑張っていきたいです。おばあちゃんになるまで。
生きたいです。You'll become grandmas. That's so cool. Oh, man. I love that. I still love how they're always trying to be better, and I know it's a very Japanese mindset to, you know, just whatever you do your best at it. But I feel like they go so above and beyond just doing their best that it's amazing. She's definitely a very interesting person. And I kind of relate to that little bit of alcohol will bring out, you know, the most out of, you know, whether you're playing or having a conversation or something. Or for me, it's a lot of like sports and stuff like that. I will drink a little alcohol just because whenever I go in public place, because my anxiety, I am like this. I have my shoulders up and it's tight and I am just rigid the whole time. So it's like I have to have alcohol in public places if I want to be sociable. I can do without it, but I become kind of boring and awkward, and I tend to be the weird person at a gathering, you know, sitting by themselves with their head down. I'm not promoting alcohol use, I'm just saying. It's like when people were getting pissed about, you know, when I was recording drunk during a couple of difficult weeks, I was like, you're getting like the full personality. And I rarely can get to that anymore, to where I'm just free and comfortable. So I'm kind of envious of people that can do that. But this was cool. She still feels like very mysterious to me. Even after all this information, I feel like there's so much that she's not letting people see. And I respect that. I do. What's that phrase? Always leave them wanting more. And I don't think she's doing it purposely. It's just part of her personality. Yeah, I feel very akin to her as far as the shyness and, trying to do everything with joy when I can. I really admire that. And I really admire the talent. Because she's one of the best in the world, I believe. I'm sure you guys believe that too. But yeah, I think she might be probably one of the best this century. And it's crazy to think that she didn't start till college, high school. Well, she learned guitar through high school and then started playing bass. But with her and Akane all starting so late with instruments and being that good, it's crazy. But another great job by our fearless Frenchman. This one was really, really, really well constructed as far as what interviews to place and what spots, and having that sit down interview as, the outro was very nice. A very smart choice. But yeah, kudos to Ohrenje. Ohrenje. He's French, so Ohrenje. Ohrenje. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm always saying it wrong. But yeah, between him and Casper and who did I say is Miho did the voice for Misa during interviews. Great job, guys. This is awesome. But yeah, another one down. Man, I feel like I know them so well, even though it's only been 2 months that I've been listening to them. And I listen to them daily in my car. Wow. Yeah, I can't wait until the day when I can see them live. It's going to be awesome because I already kind of feel like I know them. And it's crazy to say that about people you never met, but it happens. And I think it's going to be just all the more exciting when I do actually see them live, whenever that may be. Hopefully it's fall 2026, but we'll see. All right. Thank you guys again so much for suggesting this and for being here, watching this with me. I appreciate it so much. And next week we'll have Miku, 2 parts of Miku. Yeah, there's 2 parts because he took down the part 1 and I had to explain to me. So yeah. But anyway, I will see you guys next week for Miku Kobato Miku's episodes. Till then, take care, everybody. Mata ne. Ja ne.